Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. Today we are reviewing a game called High on Life. Now, High on Life has been published by Squanch Games. It's currently on the Xbox and the PC, and it is on a Game Pass Day 1 release. It will set you back $49.99. Now, what exactly is High on Life? Well, it's a first-person shooter. It is a sci-fi biopunk action adventure where you have to set out and save mankind. Now, the unique twist within this game is that it's actually made by the creators of Rick and Morty, and boy, is there an injection of Rick and Morty in this game. If you are familiar with that show and you enjoy that sense of humor, then you're going to absolutely love this game. The other twist within this game is that your guns actually talk to you. Yes, that's right, it's a first-person shooter with a bit of personality, because as you travel through this game, you have conversations and are directed around by your weapons, each of them with their own unique personality. Now, there are only 5 different weapons within this game. However, they are highly customizable, and that's something I actually quite like. There's loads of different little mods and changes that you can pop on these guns, so there is like a progression system within this game as well. Also, unlocking the different and various guns actually unlocks different ways to traverse the world. For instance, when you eventually get your knife, you're able then to use him as kind of like a grapple hook, which is quite fun. The world itself is extremely bright and full of little things for you to kind of pay attention to. Yes, you can absolutely run through this game at 20 miles an hour and complete it, not that long. However, if you actually take your time to look around, you'll be pleasantly surprised by the amount of detail that's actually been put into this world. One of the kind of side notes, and of course, a nod to the humor of the game, that if you do just spend your time running around the game, your guns will kind of, make a note of that and actually tell you to look around and take 5 seconds to enjoy the scenery. I don't know, I just kind of like the kind of humor within this game. I really think that it is this humor, this like the whole talking gun part is as much the game as the game itself. Like, for instance, if you take too long to do an action, your weapons will start getting annoyed at you not doing the simplest of tasks correctly. Now, one thing I found with these kind of shooter games is that quite often than not, the enemy variety is very, very samey. And absolutely, the first hour within this game, you are going to be bombarded with pretty much the same enemies time and time again. It's going to be very easy and simple for you to take care of them. But as you go into this game a little bit further, you start coming up against a variety of different enemies, which are quite fun, which are quite interesting, have to be handled differently. This game also comes with boss levels as well. The boss levels I found to be quite fun, a little bit unique, and again, still fit in with that same sense of humor. One of the other things that I have noticed is that your guns talk to you a lot, and I do mean a lot. So if you do not quite like the sense of humor, or if you do not quite like the jokes and the amounts and how frequent they are coming, there is actually a setting within a game so you can turn this down and have them talk a little bit less. However, like I said, this is one of those things. If you do not like the show Rick and Morty, maybe have a little bit of a Google and find out what you're in for, because it's very, very much that. I'd also throw in a warning that although this looks like a kid-friendly game, and I'm sure they would absolutely get a blast out of it, the language and the sense of humor that is running through this game is absolutely not for children. Like, for instance, when you finally manage to get yourself the knife, all that thing wants to do is stab and kill absolutely everything, and it even gets a little bit of a bloodlust on as well. Personally, I found that quite entertaining. I kind of liked the idea of going around stabbing everything up. However, like I said, maybe not the right game for kids. But as I've been saying throughout this entire video, yes, this game is voice acted, and it's brilliantly voice acted as well. I really enjoyed any time I came up to a new character and they were chatting about whatever they were chatting about. It was always very engaging, very unique, and very distinctive.
So this is Blim City. Not bad, huh? I don't know how we're gonna find Gene though. Let's just ask around. There's all kinds of aliens out here. Let's just ask. He is famous.
One of the downfalls of this game, however, is that if you do decide to speedrun it, you could probably get through the game in around 10 to 11 hours. However, if you do take your time, explore everything, maybe even try and chase down the Easter eggs within this game, it could take you upwards of 25 hours to actually complete. Now, I mentioned Easter eggs, and this game is actually full of tons of Easter eggs. The people that made this game know what they are doing, and it's full of really interesting pop culture references and different Easter eggs relating to other games or movies and all that kind of thing. One of the things I absolutely loved is the beginning of the game, the tutorial, if you will. The tutorial is a remade Doom level, or shout out to Doom. Absolutely love that. One of the first person shooters ever made, and it was just brilliant to just, you know, kind of include that into this game. All in all, I would say that High on Life is absolutely worth checking out, especially if you have a Game Pass. However, at the price of $49.99, maybe wait until it is on sale. Despite this game's high price and low content length, and yes, there was some camera clippings as well, I'm going to give this game a 7.5. I've really enjoyed the time that I've spent in this game, and I'm 100% going to be completing it. It's an absolute hoot. It is a great laugh, and I'm looking forward to seeing just how this game ends. But if you've tried High on Life already, let me know down in the comments your thoughts on it, and if you would recommend it to other people watching this video as well. And if you've watched this video to the very end, a big thank you to you, and don't forget to comment red banana down below. Just confuse all those people new to the channel or didn't watch to the very end. And if you want an even better way to support this channel, if you look down in the description, you will see a link to my recently released novel, 7 Broken and Bound. It is a cyberpunk dystopian and absolutely free on Kindle Unlimited. It's also available on Amazon Paperback. But until next time, I've been a monk and we've been Critically Clueless, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.
Right, look, I get it. You're depressed because your ex-wife is never gonna love you again, and the kids are on her side, and now she's trying to kill you. But come on! Muster up some of that classic Buck Thunder moxie. Let's get cracking!